I was elected in '07. One of the most energetic schools, principals, parents group was the folks here at King. You know, they're committed to their kids. It's a diverse community. We've got primarily African American and Hispanic here at this school, but the mix has been good. I'm concerned about the safety of our kids as we go to a new school almost a mile away when we have other opportunities. I'm also concerned that when CPS says they're going to close 51 schools, and under the Gates Compact they're going to open up 60 charter schools in the next 4 years. We have to take an analysis on what the impact is of charter schools on neighborhood schools. It is clearly destabilizing the neighborhood school. And there's no evidence to show, there's no real substantial evidence to show that charter schools overall are better than the neighborhood schools. Now, I think what you're going to see as we take this walk and we go in and out of the 2nd Ward to the new location, because you'll see a lot more in the 28th Ward, and those of you that was with us on Thursday, we were in front of abandoned buildings, drug houses, and open drug markets in the 28th Ward. The congressman specifically said it looks like Congressman Bobby Rush said it looks like a third world country at parts of it, and that's what I'm concerned with. Once a school closes, and we do have issues here, we've got a couple of foreclosed buildings in and around this area. But once this building is boarded up, not only it depresses the neighborhood values for any of the sale of houses or resale of houses, but more importantly, it causes a depression in the minds of the parents here on what they did wrong, what their administrators did wrong. It pitted us against other schools. How CPS is engaging in this closure is wrong for our city, it's wrong for our parents, but most importantly, it's wrong for our kids.
And I guess parents as well, you mentioned the charter school, you know, just a few blocks away is a learned charter school, a new charter school. Any parents here, can anybody speak to what effect that might have had on this school when that school opened?
It pulled away the kids from this school over there. Talk about underutilization. Underutilization only happens when charter schools come into our community and they bamboozle the parents into going over there, and then our kids realize and our parents realize those schools aren't beneficial for all of our children. Then our children end up leaving the charter schools and coming back into CPS schools. We need to understand that our money is going into those schools, but our children aren't benefiting. They push our children out of those schools, and our kids end up right back here. Look at the list of kids that are now on list for schools that have to be transitioned back in. There's a list out there that tells you that their list is wrong. So understand that charter schools aren't beneficial for all of our kids. And we're not saying that all charter schools are bad, but all of them aren't good for all of our kids. Understand this. Money needs to come back into our schools. Books are from 1998 in our schools. Go on the other side of town and tell us that what they have isn't beneficial for our kids. Tell us that a superintendent who does not live in Chicago can tell us what is good for our kids. Let me give you some information. Barbara Bird Bennett lives in Ohio. Okay? Her tax bill is $6,168.57. Okay? Her property is valued at $5,406. Okay? Her address is 38155 Founder Drive in Sullivan Drive. Her parcel number is 95531. Tim Crawley lives in Winnetka. Okay? They're violating the resident policies. Number 080227. The Inspector General knows this. Bottom line is how does somebody that lives in Ohio tell us what's beneficial to our kids? She needs to be gone. Go back to Ohio where you're paying your taxes that's not coming into our schools. Tim Crawley's job is simply this. He is the Chief Administrative Officer since 2011. He's lived in Winnetka. They've given him a pass. Here's what his job is. He's supposed to be the facilitator over security and safety. Okay? Anything that's outside of these schools is what he's over. So how does he secure our schools and our kids when he lives in Winnetka? The bottom line is they need to go. The Inspector General needs to follow the rules The rules that they tell us that we're supposed to be following, they're chief administrators. They're not following the rules. They don't live here. They need to go, or they need to move here. And if they don't move, make them follow the law. CPS is breaking the laws as well. The residents vacancy laws that sit on the books as an ordinance. CPS has 21 buildings that's sitting in our communities. They're breaking the laws based around vacant buildings. They're not keeping them up. If a resident doesn't keep their buildings up, we get fined. Make them follow the laws. Those are the bottom line.
Let's start.